evening, guys and dolls, cats and kittens. I hope you all are doing well out there tonight. I hope you're ready for tonight's evening horror story just for you. Let's dig in. In December 1997, a fire in New Jersey, it was determined to be started by electrical cords, began to erase someone's home and take away someone's child. Luz Cuevas, the mother, had frantically run through her house, trying to save her three children when the fire started. She saved all but one, her baby girl, Delamar Vera. The firefighting team announced that Delamar had died in the flames and the family was devastated by the news. However, no one was more devastated than Luz, the mom, of course. She screamed to the firefighters in Spanish that her daughter was alive but had been taken from her. Luz, for years, would tell anyone who would listen to her that her daughter had been kidnapped that night. The mother would gain sympathetic looks from all those who knew the truth and try to help her and get through it. But of course, she wasn't listening. One day in 2003, Luz went to a birthday party where she saw a girl named Aaliyah, who looked a lot like her daughter might have looked at that same age, she says. So she ended up requesting a DNA sample and a test. Surprisingly, lo and behold, the test came back as a positive match, thereby confirming that Luz had been telling the truth all these many years while people were looking at her like a crazy woman. The woman had been kidnapped, the young lady girl had been kidnapped 6 years before as a newborn by a woman named Carolyn Correa, who then set the house on fire to cover up the kidnapping. The mother reflected on the day of the fire, explaining how she had gone up to Delamar's room and found her crib empty and was absolutely joyous to see her beautiful baby again. The daughter, however, did not speak Spanish at all, while the mother primarily spoke Spanish, leading to some difficulties in the transition of the daughter, who decided to keep her name Aaliyah while she didn't know any different, coming back home. Carolyn was arrested for kidnapping and arson. Great. It doesn't, take back the fact that you didn't get to be with your baby as she's growing up, to be with her, to develop that bond between mother and child, especially mother and daughter. And I can't get my head around the thought that they just said the baby was burned up in the fire. Where was the body? How'd they have a funeral? The whole thing is just such a freaking mystery. Anyway, guys, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think that situation was a little bit on the foobar side there. So you guys have a good evening. Talk to you for the next episode.